Well, the EU's austerity plan, which they're forcing upon Greece, as well as the money which will try and bail out the Greek economy, isn't enough. There will be more to come. That Greece requires more bailouts and will require more austerity, neither of which will be the answer to their problems. Well, what needs to be recognised is that Greece is, of course, bust, as we know. I mean, they need to have a default. They need to stop paying all the money that they're paying to various financial institutions and start trying to invest in their economy to try and get their economy moving again, and of course leave the euro. That is the other answer to their problems. That needs to be done. That is inevitable, that they will default, and it's better to be done sooner than later. And of course they should leave the euro to devalue their new currency and get their economy moving again and become competitive. Well, they need some massive economic growth to avoid default. That's not happening. They're in a very deep recession, something that makes our Britain's economic problems look quite rather mild. The default should happen very soon. Whether it will or not is another matter, because the politicians are so wedded to the idea of trying to protect the euro. But that is a big mistake. It's becoming a ticking time bomb. So if there was economic reality and economic sense prevailing amongst the European political class, they will take action and dismantle the euro. That is the answer, and that should happen soon. Well, that will happen as long as they stick with the euro. It's a currency union that is not an optimal currency area, that doesn't work for most of its members that belong within the eurozone, within the single currency area. So the longer they keep the euro going as it is, the longer the economic problems will last. So really it's a matter of fencing off the problem by removing countries like Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal, perhaps even Ireland as well, from the euro, and that would be the answer to help their economies start moving again. Well, really, the longer they leave it, the more problems. There'll be more riots on the streets of Athens. There'll be more pain felt by the Greek people. And they risk dragging down the whole of the European Union as long as they stick with the euro. The euro is a step too far in terms of political integration. It's a political measure that doesn't make economic sense. We can see that. They need to wake up and recognise it as well. Well, that's the answer is that the euro is causing a great deal of tensions between many different European states and different peoples as well that want different things from their governments. Really, that's what happens when you take away people's democracy and you centralise power to a relatively small clique of people in the European Union. And really the answer would be for Greece to default, and if there's a need to bail out French banks, then that should be met by the French taxpayer. But the longer things go on, the more problems will be created. The more money that's thrown at Greece, the deeper the debts will become. So really the answer is to recognise a failure.